What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Craniac Gaming, and this is the first episode of the brand new Colorado State Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14, so we're going to get right into it. So the head coach I decided to make for Colorado State is actually a guy some of you guys are going to be familiar with. The name of the coach is going to be Lewis Gibson. Now, if you guys don't know who Lewis Gibson is, you probably haven't been watching the Baltimore State Dynasty from the beginning. The link to that whole dynasty from beginning to end is going to be in the description, so go check that out. Go find out who Lewis Gibson is. But anyways, guys, I'm really excited to bring you guys this new dynasty. Now, I'm not a Colorado State fan, but I was a big fan of some of their players back in the early 2000s when they were actually a really good team. They were like damn near title contenders. I think one year they only had one loss. But anyways, let's look at the schedule. So our first game is obviously going to be against Colorado in the Rocky Mountain Showdown. Then we're going to take on #1 Alabama in week 2. Then Texas week 3. Then we start our conference play taking on UNLV and San Diego State. So it's like 4 straight road games for us. That's going to be rough. I mean, the Mountain West isn't no slouch conference, honestly. It's a very tough conference to play in. But moving right along, we're going to introduce you guys to the roster. And we're going to start off with the quarterback, KJ Carter-Samuels, the transfer out of Washington. He's a senior this year, so we only get 1 year with him. But the future at quarterback is going to be with Colin Hill, who's a sophomore, a redshirt sophomore at that. 78 overall. Not as athletic as Carter Samuels. He's more of a pocket passer, so it's going to be kind of a transition after Carter Samuels leaves, but we'll have to adjust to it. Anyways, at running back, we have Izzy Matthews, who's also a senior. And he's kind of a jack of all trades, master at none. I mean, as you see, 88 speed, acceleration, and agility. 80 in a lot of different spots at running back. So he's going to be the starter for this year. Then we got McElroy, Body, and Kinsey behind him. And then Darius May, the 67 overall. At fullback, the starter is going to be Adam Prentice with Nate Reichen, the senior, right behind him. At receiver are the two most well-known current Colorado State players in Preston Williams and BC Johnson. Preston Williams, 93 agility, 93 acceleration, 90 catching, 90 route running. I mean, this dude is the complete package at 6'4", 220. And hopefully we get 2 years with him, but we'll see what happens. BC Johnson, 90 speed, 90 acceleration, 90 agility. Not as talented as Williams, but he's still a pretty damn good receiver. Actually, in real life, he did go to the Combine this year, so he's no slouch himself. But behind him, we have Nico Hall, who's a freshman at 74 overall. Tyler Smith, both of those guys are going to be the future at receiver for us. And behind them, we have 4 other guys we're not going to get too much into. And then Cameron Butler, the starting tight end. He's only a sophomore, so we get at least 2 more years out of him. And then looking at the line, not a very good offensive line for Colorado State. TJ Roundtree, a senior, 64 overall. Not very good at all. Wesley is going to be his backup. I mean, as you're going to see, Colorado State's offensive line is not great. Tyler Bjorklund at the left guard position at 74 overall. But he does have 84 strength, so, I mean, that's something, I guess. And then Phillips behind him at 67 overall. Yeah, this offensive line is absolute garbage. But I will say that's something we got to work on via recruiting. We do have a pretty good center in Colby Meeks, who's a senior. He's at 83 overall. Then we got Jeff Taylor at right guard. And we have a guy named Luis LeBron. I guess it's pronounced LeBron, but it's spelled like LeBron, like LeBron James.
LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James.
LeBron? Who the named him LeBron?
Moving right along, over to right tackle, we have Ben Knox, who is a senior. He's 80 overall, but obviously we're only going to have him for 1 year, so Goa and Sherrard are going to be fighting for the right tackle spot next season. But yeah, the offensive line is definitely something I got to work on in the offseason. Anyways, we got Emmanuel Jones starting at left end for us. We got some decent depth at defensive end at the very least. Jean and Smith are right behind him. Jones is a 75 overall. On the right side, we got Richard King, who's a redshirt junior starting at right end. Then we have McBride behind him, then Darrow. At defensive tackle, we have Ellison Hubbard starting. He's a sophomore, only a 73 overall, but we can definitely develop him over the next 2 seasons. Damian Dickens is a junior. He's 71 overall. Phillips is a 70 overall defensive tackle. Then 2 more other guys I didn't get to read. Then Trey Thomas is a starting left outside linebacker. He's an 80 overall senior this year. So hopefully he has a good season before he goes away. I mean, it sucks. A lot of these guys who are really good players are going to be seniors or like juniors who we only have like 1 or 2 years left with. So, I don't know. We're just going to have to recruit really well. I'll get more into recruiting rules near the end of the video. Now, at middle linebacker, we got Josh Watson, who, again, is a senior. He's 86 overall, and we only get 1 year with him. So, you got to make it a good one. Then we got Max McDonald, who's a junior, but he's a 71 overall. So we get 1 more year with him, but he's not really a great player anyways. Going into the secondary, we've got Anthony Hawkins and VJ Banks both starting. Hawkins is a junior, and Banks is a senior. And after those two, we really don't have much depth that's like really ready to play anyways. Cumber's in 69, so he's like on the cusp. Plus, he's a redshirt freshman, so he has 3 more years to develop after this one. And we got Braylon Scott and Jordan Fogle, who are both going to be fighting for the free safety spot. Both are 74 overalls. Fogle is a senior, so we'll probably see more of him than Scott. Then at strong safety, we have Jamal Hicks, a 78 overall, and then Maka right behind him. He's a senior, 74 overall. So Hicks definitely going to be the starter this year. And kicker, Wyatt Bryan, who is a senior this year, and Ryan Stonehouse, who will be the punter. He's a sophomore. So right now we're projected 5th in the Mountain West Mountain Division. And honestly, I can't really crap all over that because Colorado State went 3-9 in real life this year, and they've been on down years, so we just got to build back up. That's all we can really do. But let's get into these recruiting rules. So, number 1, we can't recruit outside of the state of Colorado, at least for the first season. That's pretty self-explanatory. Number 2, we can't recruit over the team prestige at any time. I know the prestige for teams goes up to 6, but as of right now, we are a 3-star team, and we can only go after 3-star recruits or lower. We can't go any higher than that. And once a player locks us out, we can't unlock that player. There is like a thing that you can get for head coaches where you can unlock players who have locked you out, but we're not going to be doing any of that this year. At least for this year. I mean, we'll see what happens later on. Number 4, if we drop prestige, we must cut all incoming players who are above our new prestige. So if we go from 3 to 2, anybody who's a 3-star recruit pretty much is going to end up getting cut. Now, I mean, of course, there are some cases where if we don't have the minimum requirement of positions, that we can't necessarily cut certain players. But basically what I would have to do is just move like a walk-on or something like that over to that position. And, you know, maybe I'll boost them up a little bit if they are complete trash. Maybe I'll boost them up to like a 50 or something like that. But, yeah. Anybody, like if we go down from a 3-star to a 2-star, any 3-star players we get have to get cut. On the flip side, if we do gain prestige, we can go after any and all players at the new prestige. So if we go to a 4-star, we'll be able to pick up 4-star recruits. We can't get 5 still, but 4s will definitely help us out. There's still plenty of good players who are 4-star recruits. There are even some good 3-star recruits as well. We just got to go find them. So those are your rules for year 1 recruiting. If you guys have any other ideas for rules that you want to implement for at least the first year, let me know in the comment section. Let me know if you're hyped for the series in general in the comment section. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the sub button if you're new. Make sure you click that notification bell to join the notification gang. And you guys have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day, night, or whenever you're watching this video. And like I always say, guys, no matter what happens, keep that mofo rolling. I'm out of here. Deuces.
Never be turning around, never be turning around.